Let's talk about self-love. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I want to share with you 5 things that I've learned from my 20s into my 30s. These are life lessons that I wish I would have known sooner, but that's okay. I really have no regrets. These are things that I wanted to share with you that I've truly learned to keep in my heart on my self-love journey. I hope that these things can nourish you, let them sink in. Drop me a comment, let me know what you do to practice self-love, what's something you've learned recently, or a mindset that you carry with you. If you're new to this space, we're always talking about healing from the inside out, our self-love journey, healthy relationships, spiritual things. Yeah, so if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you stick around, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment, let me know who's here. Life lessons from my 20s and into my 30s. What's the first one? The first one is that you might lose faith in people, but never lose faith in yourself. Okay, and this is beautiful. This is about empowerment. This is about truly connecting with ourselves inside and building strength. I want you to cultivate the deepest, most beautiful relationship with yourself, but you have to be intentional with it. And it can be fun when you start to go within yourself and connect with who you really are. This is where your power is, but you kind of have to be a rebel to do this because we haven't learned how. Most people are operating from the outside world in, but your soul, your spirit, even your relationship to the divine is within you. So if you want to know who you really are, spend time with just you. Get to know yourself. And this is how you're going to release any codependency, because a lot of people are, in a sense, codependent, which we're relational creatures. We want to be around others, be in community, but the opposite to that, the polarity is you having a relationship with you. And that's beautiful. You're the one who you're going to be with your entire life. Don't you want to know yourself? Well, when we're little, we grow up dependent on our parents and our family, our environment, our friends. But the thing is that we don't want to, you don't want to lose yourself in other people. So in this, a lesson I've learned in my 20s and my 30s is that people will disappoint you. They will let you down. They will fall short. They might disappear out of your life, abandon you. Maybe they change. Maybe they move away. Maybe they fall out of your life, out of your timeline. This can be the closest people to you, and there's seasons in life. And I'm not saying it's not going to hurt, but what I am saying is, even if you lose faith in other people, maybe a relationship ends or something changes, somebody passes away, like these are real life things. Well, I don't want you to crumble. I don't want you to lose faith in yourself. And this is why real self-love is about having a deep connection to you and finding strength in that. Okay, so when it comes to other people, we have no control over that. Like, you can't change other people. You can't convince them to behave a certain way or treat you right or do the right thing. Like, some of the closest people to me throughout, like in my 20s and my 30s, sometimes things happened where we had to go our separate ways, either for a little while or permanently. And you have to be strong to do this. I want you to choose what's best for you. I want you to choose you and choose the healthiest path for yourself. Choose the healthiest path for you. You should be feeling good from the inside out. And this means sometimes letting people go. Because if they're trying to pull you down, if they're trying to put you on the wrong path, it's just going to slow you down. It's going to take you off course. So because we're such relational creatures, because when we're little, we're taught to depend on everyone else, this can become dangerous if other people are not doing what's in your best interest, or they're hurting you in some way, or they're putting you down, they're stifling you. It's time to change, it's time to grow, but you might not want to let them go, or you might feel tied to them, like, oh, well, they have this title in my life, I'm bound to them, it's my responsibility to wait for them or pick them up or try to make them like me in some way, but you are just going to stop yourself. A spiritual strength I've learned is letting go. And it sucks, it hurts, you don't want to, but sometimes you have to. It's for your own personal growth to learn how to let people go. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means you love yourself too. So even if you lose faith in people, somebody hurts you, or you have to go your separate ways, don't lose faith in yourself. Keep believing in yourself. Keep being your own biggest cheerleader. Keep picking yourself back up. Keep caring for yourself, loving yourself, being honest with yourself, like showing yourself real love, gentleness, kindness, strength, power, playing, being happy, not for others, but for you. This is what you deserve. But a lot of times we have to detach from the world to do this, or detach from others to do this. And this is how you learn to be strong within yourself. And this is what matters most. Make yourself a priority and make the relationship you have with yourself a priority. What's the second lesson that I've learned? Big life lesson from my 20s and into my 30s. I want you to forgive, but don't forget. Forgive, but don't forget. If somebody does something to you that hurts you real bad, okay? Because we're living in a crazy world until people do the healing, including us, and life is gonna life. Life is life and out here. But it's important to forgive someone, because otherwise you're gonna be carrying bitterness, resentment, weird energy, stifling you, replaying certain things because you're still in that energy. Okay, no, learn how to forgive, which takes spiritual strength. But don't forget, balance your emotions with your logic. Okay, if somebody does something to you once, it means that they're capable of doing it again. I'm not saying they're going to. We don't want to focus on like the worst case scenario, but we also want to keep it real. Okay, so boundaries. Boundaries are the distance where I can love you and love me at the same time. Shout out to who taught me that. It's very important to self-preserve, okay? We need to learn how to keep our own sanity, how to take care of our mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, stay in alignment. And this is not dependent on other people or what they do, how they treat you. This is dependent on you. It's on you right now, right? And you matter. So forgive, absolutely, because it frees you, and you can be in a loving energy again, a lighter energy. You can experience new things when you're able to forgive people. This is how you move forward in life. You get to experience so many things because you're not holding yourself back. You're not weighed down by grief or trauma or problems that have happened. You've learned how to forgive, and so then now you can actually let it go. People who refuse to forgive, they stay stuck because they're still replaying the trauma over and over and over. You have to work on your heart space. Let the divine, let God heal your heart. You have to forgive people, which means moving from your spirit, not your pride, not ego. They were wrong, they were wrong. But why are you gonna let somebody else's decisions stifle your life forever? Like, that's not a very wise decision for you. They were wrong, they're gonna receive their karma, but what about you? Forgive them so you can move forward, but don't forget. What happens when we forgive people? Well, I mean, it's one love, it's one consciousness. When people do you wrong, of course, they know they did you wrong. And a lot of times, especially if you forgive them, they want to come prance back into your life like nothing happened at all. Half the time, not even taking any accountability whatsoever, and pretend like everything's peaches and cream. Pretend like everything's okay, like they didn't just hurt you because you've forgiven them, and then they think you forgot. They think you're dumb. They think you're naive, you're so loving, so forgiving, not, oh, they're just gonna do it again. No, forgive, but don't forget. My advice to you is to have thick boundaries. Remember why the fences were built. Like I posted for you guys, don't take down a fence in your life until you know why it was built. So when you sever ties with somebody, when somebody hurts you and now you're working hard, it takes so much effort and energy. Now you have to forgive them because you guys had a huge falling out, or they hurt you, assaulted you in some way. Okay, now you're working on repairing yourself. Create boundaries. I'm not saying you can't allow people back into your life, but you should see them with clear eyes. Have your eyes wide open on who they are. You guys know that famous quote by Maya Angelou, I feel like, said it. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And this is a huge lesson that I've learned in my 20s and 30s. So many times we don't want to. We see the best in people, and that's beautiful. If you're one of those people who see the best in people, I love that. I'm like that as well. But let people reveal themselves to you. And if they hurt you, we have to accept them, see them for where they're at. Maybe they didn't mean to, but they still did it. And if you allow them back into your life, forgive them, just don't forget. You guys, this is a spiritual walk on earth. So all the things that, like, all the sins that, let's say, the Bible talks about, but it's spiritual, so it doesn't really matter the religion. There's certain energies, let's call them, on earth, and you can't see them, but you feel them. The fruits of the actions, it'll show it, it'll be revealed. So people reveal themselves constantly. And I just have my eyes wide open. Like, I can pick up on it energetically. I want you to as well. Like, so if somebody is jealous of you, if they're envious, if they have a weird energy towards you, if they're trying to hurt you, provoke you, like stir up drama, chaos, say little things to you, try to tear you down, like cheating on you, lying to you, lying about you, gossiping about you in a negative way, like they're corrupt with it. They have a corrupt energy about them and they want to direct it towards you. It's just like, okay, how people treat you is not because of you, it's because of them. It doesn't matter who it is. And self-awareness is such a gift, but then also you got to be strong to do the right thing. And some people just simply don't want to. So you got to forgive them, let it go, but please don't forget. Don't forget, Queen of Swords. Have your swords up, especially ladies. What's the third life lesson that I've learned in my 20s and 30s? Oh my God. People get jealous of you because you're amazing. And I really want to share this. People, they might come for you. They are acting weird towards you. And we could take it personal. Like, why? Why are they acting crazy towards me? They're jealous because they love you in a sense. They want to be you. They think very highly of you. Their eyes are lit up by your energy. But when somebody is in idolatry, okay, when somebody is in a weird energy, when they're lacking in self-love and self-worth, that negativity, they're going to project it onto you. So it's going to come out as jealousy when really it should be they're admiring you or they're inspired by you. But if they're in unhealthy energy, it's going to turn into jealousy and envy. They're going to project, why do you have that? And they're looking for a flaw in you and all this weird stuff. They want to be in competition with you. They want to fight with you. They want to steal from you, try to be you. It's really weird, but I want you to, one thing I've learned is like, you don't have to really take offense to it. I mean, be aware of it, but just know it's because you're amazing. It's because you are someone they want to be like. It's because they like you or love you or are obsessed with you. You have something they want. Maybe you have a je ne sais quoi. You have something about you. You're an it girl. You're an icon. You're that dude. You're him. You look good. You're strong. You have charisma. You have spiritual strength. You have discernment. You have an aura, an energy. You're attractive, magnetic, powerful, intelligent, whatever it is, right? Sexy, attractive, people like you. And so this is something that's really empowered me because I'm one of those people who has experienced a lot of like jealousy from people, and before it used to like bring me down because I'm a sweet soul. So I'm like, what's the problem? Trying to help them, fix them, encourage them. And then now I just let it go. Like I let it roll off of me, like whatever, because we don't have to take it personally, like in a negative way. Like if somebody is jealous of you, it's because you're amazing. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so don't dim your light. You don't have to shrink or hide, or you're not too much. You don't have to like blend in or try to make yourself not so significant or shining so bright. And that's something I used to do. Like I've shared with you guys a few years ago in one of my videos on how I really lost weight or how you can really lose weight from a spiritual perspective. And I shared with you that when I was doing the inner work, the shadow work, I discovered that I wanted to put weight on subconsciously because it was helping me hide, because when too many people were looking at me, I felt like a target. I was targeted just because of how I looked. Like, people would get mad at me just because of how I looked, just because of weird ideas in society, right? So jealousy, basically. But a big lesson I've learned is like, well, I'm not responsible for other people's insecurities. I'm not responsible for, like, I don't have to dim my light. Like, God made me, so if you have a problem with how I look, you gotta take it up with God. So if somebody's hating on you, there's a reason for it. Like, they're mad, but it's really they want to be you, or they want to be like you. So this is a little mindset shift you can carry with you. You guys, there's this, I guess when I created this channel, I never chose a niche. Like, I still have no niche, right? Shout out to the shout out to this guy who's like, you are the niche, right? And yeah, I just moved from my heart when it comes to this channel. And ever since I was like 18 years old, or even before then, I was just a communications major, media. I studied journalism in college. So I always knew that my voice was going to be shared with the world. Everything I share with you, I start by writing. It's always authentic. I'm not here to jack anybody's ideas or not give credit where it's due. Like, I'm just pride myself in being authentic and real. The things I share with you are from my real life in real time, and yeah, it's just, I'm pure with it. And so I guess I'm considered in the spiritual niche or self-development niche. Well, tell me why. Like, there's a huge woman creator who actually sparked my interest with spirituality a long time ago. But for like the first 2 years that I was on YouTube, she just absolutely hated me, and for no reason. Like, and that's what I'm telling you, forgive, but don't forget. And when people are jealous of you, it's because they just think you're amazing, you know? And so now it's just like a weird energy. Like, she tries to be my friend or make peace. But when people show you who they are, believe them the first time, right? So it doesn't mean you're not loving, but it means you have boundaries and discernment. You got to be wise. And it's not healthy. It's actually super dangerous to be around jealous people, because they're in an unhealthy energy. They're in a dark, demonic energy. They have to cleanse their own heart if they want to. Okay, so that brings me to my next point. Oh, this video is so deep. We get so deep here, but it's just real life. Okay, so the fourth life lesson that I've learned in my 20s and I'm saying 20s and 40s. Well, hold on, not in my 40s. In my 20s and 30s is that everybody is wounded. Oh my gosh, everybody is wounded, and which is why I felt like so called to share different mechanisms for healing and just talk about real life things here, because we need it. We need it to feel better. I healed myself after 10 years of smoking weed. I healed my body, my mind, physically and spiritually and emotionally from going on a celibacy journey for 4 years. So, like, the things I share with you are about real life, and everybody is wounded. Everybody has the craziest story. You'd be so surprised. And it's filled with like ickiness. It's amazing stuff, but also really deep, hard things, because you're on a spiritual journey here on earth. Crazy things, trauma, abuse, all types of things. Like, get to know somebody on a deep level and you will see, like, if when they reveal themselves to you, the things they've gone through, horrendous, crazy, crazy things. And so everyone is wounded. It is so like misleading for people to present themselves like so perfect on social media. Even influencers, like, you need to be aware that anyone who tries to be perfect online, they're not. So don't fall into idolatry, thinking somebody is above you, thinking you have to like follow them. No, follow yourself, work on yourself. You're the star of this movie. You, the star of your own life. You're on your own hero's journey. We can be in community and grow together, but ultimately, I'm not your guru, and you should be wary of anyone who thinks they're your guru or thinks you have to, like, they want power over you. They want to control you. That shit is weird and toxic and crazy. No, like, take your power back and work on yourself, because everybody is wounded. So you want to do the healing. You can do this through therapy. You can do this through inner work, journaling, spiritual, work with somebody who's spiritual. Or really, I did all my healing solo. It was during the pandemic, and it was hard. Lots of tears, lots of crying, purging, reliving certain things, but I released it. I became sober and I just changed my life for the better. So much releasing, so much elevation. So God is real and powerful. That's really all you need, in my opinion. But you want to do the healing. And when it comes to relationships, you want to make sure the people you're connecting with are also in a healthy space. Because like I told you, it doesn't matter their status on YouTube. It doesn't matter if they're an influencer. It doesn't matter if they're a celebrity. Like I'm telling you, everybody has crazy drama, chaos. They're meant to persevere. But if they don't do the healing, well then, like, they're going to be moving from a wounded space. And when you're in a wounded space, refusing to do the healing, you're going to be hurting yourself and others over and over and over until you do. Well, I want you to go within. You're going to find gold. You're going to find answers. Connect your intuition, release, forgive. It's a spiritual path, right? So everybody is wounded. And this is important when it comes to dating or any relationship, even family members, close friends. People are capable of really anything. And so the deeper you get with yourself and real, you're going to get closer to God, and God's going to reveal certain things to you on your path. So that will help you. But yeah, we're living in a crazy world. Okay, so protect your energy and don't stoop to anybody's level. I want you to rise above it. Okay, and keep your faith and hope in good things, because everything happens for a reason. Yeah, we go through hard things just to learn and to grow. It's leading you somewhere. You're on a path. You're not done. Your story is not over. So keep hope alive, because life is so good and it's so beautiful, and you constantly have an opportunity to keep making it better and better. Affirm this: life keeps getting better and better. Life keeps getting better and better. And it will. Feel it into your nervous system. Heal yourself from the inside out. Okay, there's one more thing I want to share with you. Life lessons that I've learned in my 20s and my 30s. The last thing is that everything happens for a reason. And I want you to keep the hope alive, like I was just telling you. Sometimes really hard things happen and we're like, why? And you might not find out for 10 years. God is so funny like that. One time I lost like my best friend she fell out of my life. She was my best friend from the age of 12 until 22, 23 years old. Like we were inseparable. We were always together. We met in 7th grade. And we had to walk home from school, and we made a bet, like who has to walk further. When we realized we were going in the same direction, we walked home together. The first day we met, and we realized that we lived across the street from each other. And so we just grew up together, and we were like two peas in a pod. We had so many great memories. But eventually we got to college, right? This is when we were kids, and we stayed best friends until we got to college. And then we just drifted apart. But then one day I called her phone, it was off, and I just could never reach her again. Her family members didn't pick up. She only had like a couple of close family members. And so life just took us in different directions. And for a long time, I felt so heartbroken. Like I had other friends, of course, a boyfriend at the time. So I was okay, but I just really missed her, right? And I didn't understand why that happened. Like, why would we go our separate ways? Like, what happened? And people would ask me, like, what happened to her? And I couldn't tell them. Well, I didn't find out until 10 years later why God took us on separate paths. And so why I'm sharing this with you is because the universe is always working for your highest good, even when you can't see it. So that relationship that fell apart, that heartbreak that happened, that job that you didn't get, that business that failed, that that you had to move out of state, out of country, whatever crazy big change happened in your life, whatever tower moment happened, in the moment we might not understand it with our human minds, but there's something bigger happening. There's spiritually, it's for your highest good. God loves you. God is guiding you. God's got you, and it's leading you somewhere beautiful. It's for you. Life's happening for you. It's not against you. Maybe you have to learn something. Maybe you're being taken somewhere better. There's deep reasons behind it. So you gotta like release and trust the process. Do your best and let God do the rest. I love that. God's real. So surrender, have faith. And to me, like try to live a righteous life, because I don't know what people are going to tell you out here. And to maybe have no morals or God doesn't care, God's indifferent. Yeah, those people I'd be careful of because they have no moral compass. You're going to know right from wrong when you listen to your intuition, when you listen to your heart. And God's not going to lead you astray. So obey, listen, surrender, be humble, have God at the center of your life, and God's going to put you in the position you're meant to be in. Your life is going to unfold beautifully, but you got to trust the process. So these are the big spiritual lessons that I've learned in my 20s and my 30s. I hope this video helped you in some way. I'm sending you so much love, power, healing on your journey. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.